Vernomatic Productions.
Are you ready?
Live from the Metal Mayhem Studios in Rochester, New York.
We are gold. We are gold.
And heard around the world by metalheads just like you. This is Metal Mayhem ROC.
Heavy metal music.
Your weekly dose of metal music, interviews, album reviews, news, and more. Want to be part of the show? Send us a message through our website, metalmayhemroc.com, or hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. Search Metal Mayhem ROC.
It's getting nice and heavy.
Now, welcome our hosts, John the Vernomatic Verno.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's getting ready for what they consider the last weekend of summer. I say hogwash. Labor Day weekend, great chance to chill out, drink some beers, eat some food, hang out with friends and family. It's the official kickoff of football season. That's what I consider it. Just want to thank you for listening to the podcast on whatever platform you're tuning in from. Either Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon, Sirius. We see you and we appreciate you. But if you're looking for even more music podcasts, more artist interviews, and even more sports podcasts, check out our partners at the Pantheon Podcast Network. We're members there, and Pantheon is one of the fastest growing destinations for everything music and sports. They've got hundreds of shows from legendary hosts, industry insiders. You could find whatever you're looking for there. So that's pantheonpodcast.com. Tonight, we're teaming up with the glam guys from Midnight Devils. Sam Spade from the Midnight Devils is here. The band just dropped their new video, Shock the World, and Sam's here to give us the inside scoop on how it all came together. The video is pure, raw stage energy, and we're breaking down the whole creative process. We talk about the band's DIY grind, booking their own shows, building their fan base, and hustling to a land spot on the Monsters of Rock cruise. Sam shares the exciting tour plans, including going to Australia for the third time. This is a wild, fun, behind-the-scenes chat with one of the hardest working frontmen in glam metal today, Sam Spade. But first, quick reminder, head over to metalmayhemroc.com. Sign up for the newsletter to stay up to date on the new podcast episodes we drop, YouTube interviews, and alerts for our Monday night live radio show, which returns Monday, September 8th. I host it. I produce it. It's up there on Metal Devastation Radio. Go to the website, direct links to that. While you're there, check out the merch page, hoodies, hats, shirts, phone cases, tumblers. Do us a favor, support the show and get yourself some swag. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening and drop us a review. Catch up on recent episodes. Last week, our staff shared personal stories of meeting rock stars and celebrities in a rock and roll detention episode that me and Metal Walt and Bill the Rager did. Before that, we had legendary songwriter Russ Ballard talking about writing hits for some of the greatest bands in rock history like Kiss, Rainbow, Ace Frehley, and more. And don't miss our Ozzy tribute to Ozzy Osbourne when he passed away, featuring an exclusive interview again with Bob Daisley. All that and more at metalmayhemroc.com. All right, let's glam it up. Tonight we're talking big hair, big energy, and big plans with Sam Spade of the Midnight Devils. I'm the Vernomatic, and this is Metal Mayhem ROC. Sammy Spade, the Midnight Devils. How are you, buddy? How you been?
Vernomatic, how is it going? Dude, it is so good to talk to you. It's so great to hear from you. It has been the summer of our lives, like the best summer ever. Thank you for having us here. The Midnight Devils have a brand new video out called Shock the World.
We're going to get to that second single. But first and foremost, congratulations on the marriage. You finally became an honest man. You put a ring on your beautiful wife's finger. Congratulations, my man.
Thank you so much. Nobody ever thought they'd see the day. It was going to be the apocalypse coming, the Sphinx buried underwater, and Sam Spade getting married, and all of those things. Now it's the initiation of the end of days.
Well, you know what? You struck gold because she's a great girl. Again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So 2025, you've been hard at work. The So Hard It Hurts CD came out about a year or two ago. You've been plugging away. The new video, tell us about it. How'd this come about?
Yep, you're totally right. So Hard It Hurts been out for a year. And so the first single that came out was Get Laid. The Get Laid music video shot right here in Lincoln, Nebraska at the strip club. It was perfect. So for this one, we decided, we hadn't really done like an all live video, just showing like a live performance, the live party, the insanity that is. And so the Midnight Devils came out and we did Kenny Ozfest over there in Cincinnati, Ohio, sold out audience, 500, 600 people there. And we thought, like, let's just put a video camera that follows us around for the entire show, and that's going to be the video.
Well, critics and myself included has always said Shock the World's one of your most energetic, best songs ever. What gives this song that explosive energy?
It's because this is so weird to say, we kept it really, really simple. For a rock band, we didn't add a whole bunch of stuff. We kept it relatively short, 3.5 minutes. And to be honest with you, Verto, it was like the last song that we were writing as like the end of the record came. And so Sniper had this one last riff, and I was like, you know what, that riff is too cool to just leave on the cutting room table. Yeah. Like, let's do something. And we wrote out some just like scratch lyrics, and it was Shock the World. And that ended up becoming the song, and it ended up becoming the single. And I think that those are the best songs, the songs that take the least amount of time to write, sometimes become the best songs.
Oh, of course. It's there's classic like Paranoid, Sabbath. They wrote it on a whim. Van Halen, Jamie's Crying, wrote it in the studio. When you capture that magic, you can't duplicate it. Well, you captured the magic in the live setting. What was the vision behind going for a live vision for the video?
It's because we've done in the past. This band is so cool. We're so very blessed to have like there's two sides of it. There's like the boys, the three guys, Sniper, Jimmy, me. But there's also like these characters that we've created, the Pink Bastard, we've created Roxanne. But these comic book characters, these larger than life characters that kind of tell a story and play out like this role in our thing. With Shock the World, we kind of wanted to get away from that, not necessarily touch on that, but have it be a part of it. We were still in makeup, everything. We just wanted it to be that live, raw, completely insane. Like this, the camera just walked into a sold out concert and the Midnight Devils were playing. And that's what we wanted to capture.
During the video shoot, was there a specific moment after you shot the video where you feel that you nailed that vision?
Absolutely not. So with that video, like going into it, we had been off for a few weeks. Like we'd done the UK tour, the Norway tour. We had a few weeks off, and then we were going to do this. So we didn't play, and we just decided, okay, we're going to shoot this video for Shock the World. And we probably only played it like 3 or 4 times. And so we went in there, they set all the cameras up, and we played Shock the World second in the list, and we totally train wrecked it, botched the whole thing, right? But because it's a video, nobody really knows, and the crowd didn't really know. And we were the only 3 guys on stage that knew that we'd completely devastated the song. And so, but with that, the guy just kept rolling. He kept rolling film. And so the moment I knew that we had it was when the big balloons came out. There's huge pink and green balloons that get pushed out over the crowd. And when those landed, I was like, this is going to be the coolest video ever.
Was there anything that happened unexpectedly that after you did the video, you're like, you can't buy spontaneity like that? There had to be 1 or 2 events throughout the video that stood out that were not planned.
Yeah, a lot of it was like we were breaking strings up on stage. My guitar broke. Like as our intro was running, I was tuning it up, and the tuning pegs broke on my bass. So like crazy stuff like that just happened, and capturing the crowd response. That was the kicker right there, is the crowd response of people just going crazy. And that's the thing that you can't write, and you can't put that in. You can't have extras doing that. It was a real organic crowd response to a giant party and a big celebration.
Fans that have seen the Midnight Devils in concert have commented that the video is like they got dropped into a Midnight Devils concert. Have you heard any feedback from people that were there that maybe gave you kudos that, man, you guys hit it? This is like awesome.
Yeah, I absolutely have. And so on the Get Laid in the USA tour, the 4th leg of the Get Laid in the USA tour, we returned back to Cincinnati. And so a lot of people that were at the show were like, oh, we went through the video already 100 times trying to find ourselves. They're like, everybody's trying to find themselves in the video. And so if you weren't at that video, people are like disappointed now. They were like bummed. They're like, oh, I live in Cincinnati. I didn't make it to the video. And now it's the world has seen the video. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. So people are like, it's like a proud, shining moment that they get to be front and center in the Midnight Devils video. But we love that. That breaks that wall down between the band and the audience.
Now what was this? It was Kenny Fest? What was that?
Kenny Oz is his name. And he's a rocker from right there in Cincinnati, and he throws a big show every year, every December, Kenny Oz Fest. So it's a kind of a play on words.
Yeah.
And after losing Ozzy Osbourne, it's more fitting now than it ever was.
Metal Mayhem ROC.
You've done the U.S. tour, and you got plans to go over to Australia again. How'd that come about?
It's our third tour in Australia in 3 years, if you can even believe that. What an accomplishment, I think, and what a great thing to talk about. Our labels over there, MR Records, everything is kind of like it's our goal to go back there. And so with this tour, we got invited by our tour manager down over there, and he said, we got this thing that you guys can't miss, and it's supporting this band called Boulevard of Eyes in Australia. And Boulevard of Eyes features Chloe Trujillo, Metallica's
Rob's wife,
bass player's wife,
yeah.
Right. So we're supporting them for 10 days and doing a few headlining shows over there as well. But that's really it was such a great thing and a great opportunity that there's no way we could have said no.
No, so the band Metallica's down in Australia, so it sounds like a logical connection. Is your family going with you down there, or is
my family is not able to make it? No.
So it's a business trip. And what's the chances of you hooking up with the Metallica guys going to the show?
They said it's pretty high.
Okay.
So it's like Metallica does their tour in October, November, and then we start up right when the Metallica tour ends, I believe is what happens.
Okay, because I think November 15th, they're somewhere in Australia. And this is the makeup tour of Metallica from 2019. Correct. When they had to cut things short for many reasons. But so that's awesome. Right. So it's you and again, the name of the band, Boulevard of Eyes. Boulevard of Eyes. I'm not familiar with them.
I believe they're out of LA.
What kind of music is it?
It's like a heavier metal, and I think Chloe's fronting the band. I believe. And it's pretty cool. It's very it'll be really fun for us, I think.
Who else is playing on the tour?
There's another band, an Australian local called Awaken the Fate.
Okay.
Or Awaken the Hate. Excuse me. Awaken the Hate.
Awaken the Hate.
But we played with them before when we were there, and I'll tell you this, the Australians are our partiers, and we love that about them. They're insane, and so it's going to be cool to have, we're all going to be on the same tour bus. We're all going to be riding around city to city, and I think it's just going to be absolute mayhem, if you can. Metal mayhem,
if you will. We gotta get you a shirt to wear around town. How many shows are you playing?
10 shows.
Okay, good, because you go on the other side of the world.
Yeah, it's the 24-hour flight, both ways.
Oh, that must be so exhausting.
I know. It's one of those things where you get in the tube, up in the plane. And you're just like, all right, I'm just stuck here. There's nothing I can do, and there's no way to change it, and you just kind of accept it.
So hard it hurts. Year and a half, 2 years. Let's talk new music. You guys writing? Yeah. And is any new music going to be in the foreseeable future?
Great question. We are taking this time. The whole plan for this time after the Get Laid in the USA tour was to start the creative again and start writing for the next record. And so the Australia tour came up, but we decided, let's keep writing. Let's keep with the plan and kind of keep going. Right now, Sniper and I have just kind of scratched the surface on writing the fourth Midnight Devils record, but we're starting. And I think that's the most exciting thing, is that it doesn't end. It's not going to end. It's never going to end. We're writing it right now. The most important thing that we're doing, we have a 7-inch that's being released in a few weeks, a pink and green splattered Get Laid, Shock the World 7-inch. We got a disco ball, like a chromed out So Hard It Hurts cassette. The first two Midnight Devils albums have been re-released on jewel case CDs. And we started working on a Live from Japan album, Verno. I am telling you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So things have been growing.
Yes.
What's some of the surprises over the growth of the band in the last year, 2 years that you're most proud of?
The cool thing is talking to people that I didn't realize were following us for this long, or had known of us, or bands that had come up and been like, oh yeah, we've been following the Midnight Devils since 2016, 2017. And you guys have influenced us into kind of starting our band and doing our thing and started, this grassroots thing, which I think in a way is like punk rock. It's glam. It's the way it should be. And I feel that the biggest thing that I'm trying to overcome or not overcome, but like uncover, bring out of the shadows, is that we are the music industry. We don't, we are our own label. We put out our own records.
Yes.
We book our own tours. Like, we don't compare ourselves to other bands because, in a sense, we are our only band on this island, and we're going to do everything we want to do, regardless of what anybody says.
No, Sam, you're 1,000,000% right. Same thing that we do here at Metal Mayhem ROC. We compare ourselves against ourselves. Are we better than we were 6 months ago? Where are we going to be in 6 months? Same thing with the band. You guys are growing, and I give it up to you, man. You're a friend of the show. You've been on a few times, and one will always be here. But it's growth, because you got to get out there and do it yourself. And You know what, Sam? Going over to Australia again, that's exciting, and it's also a little intimidating, all in the same equation.
Yep, and it's just like we plan to we're like, okay, it was going to be easy after this. It was going to be kind of like, because we've toured since So Hard It Hurts came out. We toured for a year straight, Verno, which I'm not complaining in the least, because I love it. But we kind of planned like we're going to take it easy and catch up on some of the stuff and just kind of be human beings for a little bit. And then Australia came up and we're like, let's go. Like, this is what the Midnight Devils are built for. It is really turning it up and in the face of adversity saying, yes, we can do that. No problem.
Now, how does a tour like this come about? Does management propose it? Is there a guarantee? What kind of risk are you doing? Will it cost you money in the long run? Explain quickly how something like this comes about.
It's all very, very baby steps. It's all like you kind of get hints and pieces of the puzzle, and you don't really realize the full scale or scope of the puzzle. So 6 months ago, our tour manager goes, hey, we got this tour coming up. What do you think? Are you interested? And I go, absolutely, yes. Let's do it. And he's like, all right, let me propose it to the guys, and we'll propose it. And it worked. And then they started booking other shows around it. Being an American band, we're kind of a good draw. The last time we were in Australia, we supported, remember we talked about that AC/DC band? So we supported them, which did us a lot of favors. And so people know us there. And it seems like it's a really, really hard thing, but you got to just keep coming back year after year after year after year. And we put it all together. We bought our plane tickets, and it's just like you just keep putting those little pieces in and finding where they fit.
Now, you're over in Australia. Was there an option to maybe, I don't know, stop in the UK but get something in Europe, seeing that you're on that side of the world, or that's a whole different ballgame?
We had talked about doing Japan, and it just was like we couldn't really make it work this time around. Now, what we're doing, we're planning. So this year, 2025, I felt like the Midnight Devils, because we released that album, we were kind of behind the 8 ball, and we were kind of rushing a lot of stuff. With 2026, we're trying to look forward and plan about all these tours. So in 2026, in the fall, we'll be going to Ibiza, Spain. We have a show there. We have our big return to the UK. We're going to go do a couple of shows in mainland Spain, and then hopefully in mainland Europe, and then we'll return in the fall again. So it's a big setup for 2026.
How's America been? It's tough. America's it's a tough nut. It's how's the tour been? Honestly, like what were the highs of the tour, and what are some struggles that you're trying to overcome, and how do you overcome them?
Yeah, it is. America's 10 times harder almost than anywhere else. But we feel that we have to keep a very, very big importance on doing good in America. Because if you do good in Europe, that's great. But at the end of the day, America's like our home. And nobody does good until you do good in America. That's the big thing. So we've always kept the thing of like, let's keep touring. Let's keep going. With America, we did 4 legs of the tour. The drives are so long. Everything's so expensive. Gas is expensive.
Yeah.
On the last leg, the 4th leg, I don't think we had one show where there was like one bummer show. Every show was really, really good. We did some festivals. We did M3, the pre-parties and stuff at that, post-party. So a lot of it is that we can get booked, and that's really cool. So that's like my big thing is that we had the plan. Let's book this thing ourselves. We'll do it all ourselves. No agents, no nothing. And we did it. And we came out ahead. We made a little money. And that's like the proud shining moment. Like we booked these tours. We told every agent to go jump off a cliff. Like we'll do this ourselves. I'm gonna sit here in the basement and email every person and book the tour. And that was really like the coolest, most difficult thing. It's hard, it sucks, but it's really fun and rewarding.
Why are you getting rid of the agent? Can't the agent help you kick open some doors, or is it a financial thing?
So here's what we've kind of decided, and this goes back to the question you asked. Like we've decided that we're going to do everything ourselves. So with this, I've started working with the agent out of LA. Like I told the other big agent that we were working with, like we're just like, we're not interested. We don't want to work with the guy with the bad reputation. That's not who we are.
Yeah.
So when we started working with this guy, kind of hand in hand, he came out of retirement to start working with us. And it's like him and I are building this thing like from the ground up. And it's so super cool that I think that we'll just have an agent that is primarily all he does is book the Midnight Devils. But it's got to start somewhere, Yeah. And so that's what I'm working hand in hand with this guy to go. Like we'll be the tour, we'll be the booking agency, we'll be the record label, we'll do everything but do it all in-house from like Midnight Devils headquarters.
Now, when you do these tours and do you split the country up? Because 3-4 years ago, we were able to see you down in Florida. Do you do like a Arizona West Coast track? Do you do Midwest? What decides where you go?
Yep, that's exactly what we do. We do 2 weeks, so about 21 days. That's 3 weeks, but closer to 20 days is about the perfect amount of time to be on the road. So you go, okay, like we have M3 or we have a festival or we have a private party that we have to get to. Well, it's on the East Coast. Let's book a big circle around the East Coast and book shows in and out all the way there. The next one we're planning is like Florida for January-ish. Like that we did it last year. It worked so well. We got to do it again this year. So we'll go and do a big run through Florida, like a big circle all the way around.
Why Florida? Obviously, you've had success there. Does it have anything to do with the Monsters of Rock cruises?
Yep.
Is that what it is? Like,
yeah, it's warm. It's like you can continue to tour in the winter when it's cold. In the rest of the United States, you can still be down there and it's still relatively nice and relative. We did it and it was perfect. So I'm calling home. It's snowing in Nebraska. I'm calling home from the beach. Go like, oh, it's beautiful here. Like, screw you.
That's awesome.
That's almost exactly why, Verno. Why lie?
Yeah,
the weather's nice.
No, well, the Midnight Devils, you're a party band. You look great. You're blonde. You're running around. There's energy, and the environment has to coincide with that.
And I want to be in Key West. I want to do Monsters of Rock with so that's kind of where we're positioning ourselves right there. It's this chess game.
Is there any possibility to pay to play to get on one of those cruises, or you're not interested in that?
No, we would love to. So we're working right now, like working our asses off to try and get on one. It's our biggest goal right now. It's all up to the bookers and the powers that be to kind of talk to the Midnight Devils. And I just I've looked at this, that I've emailed Larry Moran for almost 6 years in a row to be on Monsters of Rock, and he's yet to send me an email back. So like we're holding out hope here. It's almost a funny thing. We're at this point where I'm like, hey Larry, it's Sam again. Just wanted to say, hey, what's going on? I hope everything's going well. I know you're not going to respond anyway.
Or you say, look, I'm putting my calendar together. Let me, good news. I'm able to do it. So let's confirm it, Well, you know what? And it's a DIY. That's what the Midnight Devils is. It's just like what we do here at MMROC. It starts with the passion. If you don't have the passion, you're not going anywhere. And then you work at it. So again, not the new one, but the latest, So Hard It Hurts, and the new video shocked the world.
Verno, and you know what? What is the craziest thing is that in 2 years, in 2028, we're going to be coming back on here talking about the Midnight Devils 10-year anniversary.
Oh, shit.
How weird is that? That is so weird. For a bunch of mess ups, a bunch of rejects, like that's kind of a good thing.
Oh no, we're not rejects. We're the special ones. But
that's right. And they said it wasn't possible, but we got 10 years under our belts.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of the summer. Good luck down in Australia. We'll be viewing from afar. And again, we're always here if you need anything. Sam Spade, the Midnight Devils. Go check out Shock the World on YouTube and just Google the Midnight Devils. They're everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the socials. It's not hard. So, Sam, good luck, buddy. And
thanks, Bruno. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. We'll see you soon.
Good talking to you.
You too.
Metal for life.
Thank you for listening to Metal Mayhem ROC. Check out our website at metalmayhemroc.com for information on podcasts, archives, links to all our live radio shows, and all sorts of info. Please like, follow, and share with everyone, even your non-metal friends. And always remember to keep it heavy.